Good morning. It is just before, no, it's just after 8:15. I am running very late. My friend is coming to pick me up at 9:30 and we're having a cozy little mate day in Newcastle. We're going to Waterstones and we're going to this new like cafe that's opened in Newcastle called Sunday, which looks really cute. It's for the girly pops. So that's what we're doing. I feel rough this morning. So anyway, I thought I would film a cute little autumn vlog today and tomorrow. Okay, I'm really running behind, so I need to go get ready and then I'll see you probably when I'm out with Emma. Quick OOTD. We have still got my slippers on, but I will be putting my white trainers on. Jeans are from River Island. Top is from Guess. It's just got like a little cap sleeve. And this jacket is from Stradivarius. It's like a brown leather, which I've never had before. I'm not normally one for brown, but I thought I'd give it a go. So yeah, and hair is up in a bun, and I think it's going to be windy today. So yeah, let's go. Oh, I wasn't gonna get this special edition, but oh my god, it's so pretty. I still need to read Wildcard. Oh, I really want Dracula because I read a book called An Education in Malice and it's like a retelling of Carmilla, and Carmilla is the book that inspired Dracula, and I bought Carmilla, so now I want to read Carmilla and then read Dracula. Oh, they have, there's a trigger warning in this that's like dubcon, drugging, branding, jogging, sex over a dying body. Oh, it's Brother Sister King. I'm sure it's a spider play, that's why there's a spider on the front. There's a duet, there's a little stranger and there's a spider play. I don't know what that means. I need to know though. But also I don't like the whole brother sister thing. I'm like, no. I love the glasses. Ooh. That's quite nice. Ooh, that is very nice. Smells amazing. It does. Can I just completely brag? My spare room just smells like this. That was a brag. It is. I go up the stairs and I just think, oh, it smells like a bookshop up here because my whole spare room is just. I've figured out I have 500 books, so I have a mini library. Oh, I need to read this. It's meant to be a thriller mystery thing, but I have it. I just need to read this one. I love the like Sarah J. Maas shrine.
So I think I will read them eventually.
Yeah.
But I'm not a fan of anything like remotely neon.
Just get the black versions then.
I know, but I wish they were more like that had a pop of colour.
Can I win? I'm surprised you don't like reading horror. I need to read an Interview with the Vampire at some point.
I think I've read it. Yeah.
I love how I'd never heard of Carmilla before, and now I'm seeing it everywhere. Now that I have it.
I don't think I've read that one.
I think that's new because it's got square edges.
Ah, yeah. It'd been thingy for ages. But the RYA, so I feel like I
didn't like the first one, and then I've left it there. I was like, I'm not going to read it anymore.
I loved the first one. I think I've read the first one like 3 times. But I think obviously the more I got back into reading, and then I read it again because I wanted to read the second one, I was like, this is a bit too...
What even is this? Behooved? I need to read this. Oh, this is the one I've just read. Wait, that's different. That's different edges. Wait, that's different edges than the one I've got. Why has that got different edges? And it's got a different hardback. Wait, what? Wait, do I need this edition as well? Because I've just read it and it was 5 stars and I loved it. How? Oh, do I need this? I might need this. I fear I need this. I fear I need this. Do I need this? Right. Do I need it? No, but I fear I need it. I do love, that's a nice sprayed edge. That's really pretty. Oh, they have the one dot window.
What it's about.
Edge.
Ooh, I like that one.
That's what I'm saying. These, like, it's special editions of, I showed you it in the other one and you did not pay attention to me at all.
Oh, sorry.
And then I was like, no, I shouldn't. And then I'm like, oh, but now.
That is, I love that though. As much as I don't like a hardback.
I so don't need this, but I so need this. Oh, okay. I fear I need it.
Is that CJ Crew? It is. See, I really loved the lighthouse switches, but then I read Halt in the Arctic and I hated it. So then I'm like, oh, do I?
Well, you need to find out either way, don't you? If you have one you like and one you didn't like, and you need a third to decide. Also, I'm sorry, but my big fat vampire wedding. Okay, I'm getting it because it's not just like it's like it's signed properly. Like she's actually signed the book. It's not printed in. It's actually signed. I'm getting it. Okay, I am home. It's just after 2 o'clock. I came home straight away and put some toast on. So basically, it's been a weird morning. I got really anxious randomly in the car on the way, and we stopped somewhere. We were going to park and then get the bus into town. So we went into like a nearby Waterstones there because Emma wanted to go in. And I was feeling really anxious. And normally when I'm looking at books, I can kind of get out of my head. So then I forget about the anxiety. Even though I was physically anxious, not mentally anxious. I had no reason to be mentally anxious. But sometimes I just get the physical symptoms of anxiety without a conscious thought or anxious thoughts like starting it. I felt really bad. So I get it in my throat and it makes me feel like I'm going to be sick even though I'm not. And I had no reason to be sick. So I was feeling really unwell. And I could not stop thinking about how unwell I felt, even though I was looking at books. I was in my favourite place in the whole entire world. And so then I convinced Emma we drive into town because there was a parking area that for the time of day and the day of the week, it wouldn't have been too bad. So we ended up driving into town. I genuinely really panicked on that drive. So I have not felt great. Anyway, we went straight to this cafe. The reason we went out today was to try this Sunday cafe in town that's just reopened because the match has been really good. They had really good like food and yeah, I couldn't eat any of it. You will see. I've done like little clips. So the matcha was really nice. I got a maple matcha. It was like salted maple or something like that. And I got this pancake stack that was 3 really thick pancakes, and I'm not gonna lie, they were a bit stodgy, but I don't know if that's because I still didn't feel like I could like swallow. Like I wasn't feeling as nauseous. I knew I needed to eat, but I just still was feeling like really struggling. So I had not even half of one I think I had about or just over half of one pancake out of the 3. Meanwhile, Emma's pancakes was like so much thinner. I'm like, okay, our plates came out and I'm like, there is double the amount of food on my plate and I did not think I could eat much of it. So it was quite expensive for me to have barely eaten anything. I really enjoyed the matcha, that was really good. But the food, unfortunately, I didn't enjoy, but I think it was because I still felt so anxious and I struggle to eat out anyway. If I'm not in my comfort zone, my appetite shrinks like loads. So normally I can handle quite a lot if I'm out like for a while without eating. However, the last 5 minutes of the car journey home, I suddenly was like, I'm starting to get shaky, and I've had like a little packet of Sour Patch Kids, I've had 2 slices of toast, and I still feel really shaky, so it'll take a while for that to go away. But aside from that, I did have a really nice trip out with my friend Emma, so I will do a little haul of the books I got. And I have got a stack of books here that I ordered. I might show you those as well, might as well, while we're here. I would like to say, I went out today knowing there was one book I was allowed to get, because I'm slightly broke, okay, this month. I was allowed to get this one book, and I did have £20 on my Waterstones card, okay? I've bought 5 today. Yeah, the one book I was allowed to get and that I was deliberately going to get is Alchemized by Senlin Yu. I have never been one for Harry Potter fanfiction. I had heard of Manacled, but I was never bothered in reading it. However, I'm really wanting the emotional destruction that this book is going to give me. I don't know why. It's over 1,000 pages. It's so long. And the whole thing is going to be heartbreaking and a tough read. And yeah, I'm so excited to read this. You have no idea. And it had £3 off, which I had a feeling it would be with it being a new release and like a really popular one. Oh, it does have a little bit of something on the front. It's not completely plain, which is nice. Oh, I didn't notice this. I didn't know it had like another artwork on here. Ooh, that's a happy surprise. So there will probably be a reading vlog for this book coming sometime in the near future. And the other two books I got, so I wanted Wildcard by Elsie Silver because obviously this is the last book in this series, and also I'm up to date with the series aside from this one. So it was on the buy one get one half price table, so I thought let's get it. And then this book I've never seen on the buy one get one half price table before. It's one that has been on my radar for a while. I don't know if I've heard anything good about it though, this is the thing, but it's A Kingdom of Blood and Betrayal by Holly Renee. I think this is a series. I'm hoping this is the first one. I'm fairly sure it is. I think it's basically a spicy... Oh, it's not the first one. Wait. Oh, this is the second book. I had no idea. The first one's A Kingdom of Stars and Shadows. Well, whoops. That's great. I'm gonna have to get the second. I'm gonna have to get the first one now. Anyway, I got these. This one I will read fairly soon, and then I'm looking forward to this because it's X's dad. Tell me less. And then, as you will have seen, I saw an edition that I did not know existed of Diabound with special edges, squid edges, and a different hardcover than the one I have. The edges and the hardcover are both different, and that alone made me want to get it. But what really sold it for me is the fact that this is actually signed by the author, and it's like pen to paper. This has not been a printed version. So I was like, I have to get it. I literally finished this book last night and loved it. It was a 5 stars. I'm so obsessed. I had to get it. Because, listen, I'm aware. This was not a necessary purchase. It was not in the slightest. I know I don't make great financial decisions, but this makes me so happy. And then the other one I got is The Takeover by T.L. Swan. Because look at those edges. The whole series is being released. So the first 2 were released last month. The second 2 are getting released in November, and then the last one's getting released in January. So there's 5 books in total, and they all have edges like this. And listen, I have never read anything T.L. Swan. This is the second book in the series. You'll see why in a minute. I had to get it while I could get these edges. Okay, normally I'm not like a fan of square edges on paperbacks, but it's the fact that it like matches the cover and it goes on, and all of them do that. I kind of had to. And the reason for that is because I had ordered the first one. And I was like, I'm going to see if I like it first. But then I was like, what if I then can't get the square edges again? So when I saw it, I thought I could order it online. But then what if it doesn't come with square edges? So I was like, I have to when I know I get it to match. If I don't like this series, this is going to be annoying. So I need to read the first 2 before I like buy the second. Like the book 3 and 4 in the series. Okay, I had to take a quick break to charge my camera because it was dying. Where we got up to, yeah, so just look how nice these are together. And then when there's the 5, they're gonna look stunning. Then I got People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young, because look at this cover. Oh my god, it is so... I was not picking my nose there. It is so autumnal. I've heard mixed things though. I've heard some people like it, some people don't, so fingers crossed I do. I haven't had a Hannah Bonham Young book that I haven't liked yet, so we will see. Then I got Murder at the Black Cat Cafe by Seishi Yokomizo, because it's like a cozy Japanese murder mystery. It literally says on the back that the Japanese Agatha Christie. I don't know, it looks cozy, but it looks like a little bit kind of spooky, really good for autumn. So, and it's set in Tokyo in the 40s. And basically a lot of these are like autumn themed, to be honest, that I got. I also got Taurus Season by Bryn Weaver. It's her newest series. I don't know what the series is going to be called. I did see the name of the series somewhere. Oh, there, Seasons of Carnage trilogy. So it's going to be 3 books. I loved the whole Butcher and Blackbird series. So, and then if you watched my autumn reading vlog, I read An Education in Malice, and that is actually book. That book is based off of this book called Carmilla, which this book inspired Dracula. So I want to read this, and I want to read Dracula afterwards. So I'm probably going to read this soon. It's super short. It's not even 200 pages, I don't think. It's like, yeah, it's like 150 pages, and to be honest, the writing is quite big. So I could easily probably read this in one sitting. And then I want to read Dracula afterwards and just kind of see what my thoughts are. Okay, last two. I got A Steeping of Blood by Hafsa Faisal. I read A Tempest of Tea last year. I can't remember much. I think this is only a duology, as far as I'm aware. Maybe there's going to be a third, I don't know. But this is the next book. I'm probably going to have to reread A Tempest of Tea before I read this one, because I can't remember much. I did like it. I didn't love it. I'm hoping I like this one more. I liked it enough to want to continue. And then I got A Beautiful Evil by B. Fitzgerald. These are kind of like YA mythology retellings, basically. I really liked Girl, Goddess, Queen, which is the first one. I think it was her debut novel. And that one was Hades and Persephone. And then she brought out The End Crowns It All, which is Helen of Troy, I think. I haven't read that one yet, but this is the next one, and it had sprayed edges that... Okay, the first two were originally published with edges which had words on them. The first one I got with plain pink edges at the works. The second one I got with plain blue edges at Waterstones, even though it had words. This one I have managed to find a green. I haven't found a plain green. I was like, I just have to get it while it's got the sprayed edges so it can at least kind of match my other ones. And also these books are beautiful. Like, even the naked hardback has so much detail on them. And they always, like, kind of... It's basically the setting of where the story is. And they're just beautiful. So, they are YA. But I really, really, really enjoyed Girl, Goddess, Queen. I really liked her writing. So, I'm hoping I enjoy these also. So, those are books I have got this month so far. I really felt like I needed to have a nap in the car on the way back. And I still kind of feel like that. But... I feel like I need to have a good sleep tonight, and if I have a nap at this point, it's just going to ruin my sleep. I think I'm going to start a new book, and I think I'm going to start Bunny by Mona Awards. Since this is an autumnal themed vlog, I thought I should read a book that I've been wanting to read on my autumn TBR. So we're going to read Bunny. I think this is a horror. I don't know exactly what. I mean, it just says fiction on the back. It's kind of a horror, kind of a dark academia, kind of a... What the hell is this? I don't know. So I'm going to give this a go, and we'll see what I think. What time is it? It's 20 to 7. I read 34 pages of Bunny. I'm in the middle of a chapter because I needed to have a nap. I was going to have a nap as soon as I got home, but then I had to eat, and then I kind of got a weird energy boost. That was a bad idea to give in to that. I didn't do anything, really. Then I started feeling really, really, really tired. So I had a nap on the sofa. It was going to be half an hour, but that was simply not enough. So then I just kind of kept napping. It was probably like an hour. And then I was like, I feel unwell. Like, you know, when you're so tired that you feel generally unwell, that's like just how I feel right now. So, and then I got all shaky again. Ridiculous. So I've had a couple snacky things. My tea is currently cooking. I'm going to go take my makeup off, and we're going to get nice and cozy. We're going to watch something fun on YouTube while I have my tea. I'm having like chicken, rice and veg. And we're also going to read more of Bunny. I have to say, from the get-go, I thought it was going to be like proper dark academia style. It's not. It's just like really easy to read. And I feel like I'm getting into it quite quickly, which is really good. I wasn't actually expecting that. So I'm really happy about that. Okay, you might be able to hear my extractor fan. If you can, I apologise, but I need it on for the whole. Anyway. Yeah, I think I can see myself getting into this book quite quickly, so I do want to read some more tonight, but I'm just gonna casually read it and watch YouTube and just kind of have a really nice cozy night. I've got my fairy lights on, I've got my candle on, it smells gorgeous in here. I love the smell of vanilla. I really do. I feel really cozy. I might do some colouring, or I might leave that for tomorrow, I don't know. I've been doing, let me show you, I've got a couple minutes and then I'm going to do a makeup off. I've been doing the Comfy Days Coco Wayo book. Right, okay, I feel like I've gotten better each time. We've got a cute little autumn one. And then we've got this one, which is Christmassy, but it's fine. And then the birthday one, I'm going to do around my birthday. I don't know why I just am. And then we have this cute market one. So I feel like I want to do another one. Either start one tonight or just fully just do them tomorrow. Because the audiobook for Bunny is on Spotify as well. So that could be cozy. So yeah, I'm going to go take my makeup off. And then we're going to get fully cozy up in here. And have a nice evening. Okay, good morning. It's very dark. I'm very sorry. I look a mess, so it probably is good that you can't see me very well right now. I don't actually know what time it is. Let me double check. It's 9:30. I've been scrolling on TikTok and Instagram Reels. I don't even know for how long, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, my kitchen currently looks like this right now. So I need to fix this. I need to do something about this. So let's do something about this. Okay, this is probably the most unkempt I've ever looked on camera. I do apologise, but not that much. I know a lot of people probably like to make sure they're clean on a night time, but I quite like if I get up doing chores kind of straight away. It sets me up really well for the day if I do that. If I get up and immediately start moving around and doing stuff, like it makes me physically and mentally feel so much better. So it's not always great. You come down and just think, oh, I've got loads of dishes to do, but when I've done them I feel so much better than I would on a night time when I really can't be bothered. So I do a lot of my housework stuff on a morning, to be honest. That being said, I'm going to try and drink a decent amount of this, and I think I'm gonna go straight in the shower because my hair really needs a wash. It feels really horrible. It feels dry but oily. I don't know what's going on with it, so I might do a hair mask today. I think I'm gonna go straight in the shower, and then I'm gonna sort out breakfast. I'm having a bacon sandwich, very excited. I think I might make a matcha to go alongside that, a salted caramel one. I just think that's gonna go very nicely. But hence why I'm gonna drink a bunch of water, because I feel like I should hydrate before caffeine. Okay, I am clean. I am moisturise. Hair, face, body. Finally, about time. Yeah, I'm gonna make a bacon sandwich now. I don't know how good the audio is this far away, and also this is a very echoey room, so I do apologise. Yeah, I have my bread defrosting in the oven because I don't have a microwave, because where would you put one? It's a microwave or it's a toaster in the kettle, and I have toast and tea fairly often. So we had to, it's just a terrible kitchen. I cannot afford to get a new one because the floor's really wonky, and I would have to take up all the tile. There's 2 layers of it, by the way, for some reason. We don't know why, but there is. And then have to relay the concrete and then put new flooring down, and it's so expensive, and I simply can't afford that. So we make do with this terribly small kitchen. I use Frylight because I'm slightly scared of oil, and this lasts ages, and I don't use hobs very often. Like, I don't like fry things often enough to get oil, because it'll just go off, whereas this lasts ages. I've also had my bacon defrosting in the fridge overnight because I'm a single person household, okay? If I buy bacon, I have to separate it into portions and freeze it. All my bread goes in the freezer because it's not gonna get used in time by just me. All of my regular glasses are in the dishwasher, and I'm not having a matching tiny little glass, so I am gonna use a mason jar. I find cooking so stressful because I just feel like I don't know timings of things, and I panic. I don't like it. And also everything can only be used once if something's uncooked, and so there's a lot of washing. I'm just really very anxious about getting ill, about food. It's not great. I'm trying to get better about it, but I'm gonna have to do my matcha slightly backwards. Normally I do milk first and then matcha, but I don't actually know how much milk I can fit in because this is a smaller glass than what I usually use. So I use the morning syrups. This is what I mean. I've like used only half of it. Oh, this is a bit of a fail on matcha, but it's fine. And I use oat milk in my matchas. The matcha's a little bit of a fail. It's so pale, but it's fine. And then we got a bacon sandwich in a panini because that's what they sent me. It's not what I asked for, but what I wanted was sold out. So, yeah. Okay, I've decided while I watch this stream and possibly listen to a little bit of the audiobook of Bunny, I think I'm gonna colour. I'm on chapter 10, 88 pages into it. And it's a bit weird. Smutty salon or smut salon, whatever it is, that these 4 bunnies host every once in a while. Everything they're like, oh my god, that's so erotic, oh my god, that's so hot. I'm like, literally, what is erotic about this? Like, I don't know, these 4 girls seem so pretentious and so, like, I don't even know how to describe it. They're just really strange. So I'm interested to see how this is gonna become a bit horror-esque. So I am intrigued. So I do want to read more of this today. I would love to finish this today, but also I want to colour. I potentially want to play on my Switch, and I also really want to start going through my wardrobe and decluttering. I mean, I can listen to audiobook then as well. I don't want to just listen to this on audiobook though. I do want to sit and read at some point as well. So currently I'm going to colour for a bit and watch a Cosy K stream, and then we'll see where we go from there. I don't know which one I'm going to do though. Oh, this one's autumnal and Halloweeny because they're carving pumpkins. So I think I'm going to do this one. Okay. Or at least start it. I might not do the full thing right now. We'll see. I might. Okay, I don't know how long I've been filming for. It's probably been 45 minutes to an hour. Anyway, I haven't finished, but this is the progress I've made so far. You can't see very well. It happened on the carpet, but I managed to kind of blend it out, and it happened on the candle, but I managed to blend it out. But on the picture, there's like, rude. Okay, so like you end up with all the colour goes through to these things, right? But then the colour doesn't come off of these things, and some colours will then, like this one's got loads of pink on it, and all of that pink started bleeding through. But I've tried to clean the colour off these, so that doesn't happen, and I haven't been able to, so I don't know what to do, because I've had a few where the colours blended through and it's so obvious on the photo, and it's really annoying because it completely ruins it. Okay, I have tried on about half of my wardrobe, not even that actually. I've took a break, I've got my lunch in the oven. Okay, we still have all of these to try on, and there is a little bit more on like this part of my wardrobe I need to do. This is everything we're getting rid of. And then I have 2 items over here that ripped when I tried them on. One is a dress that I've never even worn yet. It's still got the tag on. Where is it from? It's from Mango. I got it in Ibiza, and it literally like ripped here. So that's sad, but it didn't fit. So what are you gonna do? So yeah, made some progress. I don't even know, like half this stuff I'm just thinking it's just not me anymore, but I don't know what is me. I don't know. Anyway, so I've listened to about 5 chapters of Bunny. I've finished part 1, so I thought I would do a little update about where we're at with the book. That's just really ugly. I'm sorry that it's in the background. Anyway, yeah. So just under 150 pages in now to Bunny. We've started part 2. Well, we're about to start part 2. I think the last thing I said about this book was that it's not very dark yet. Like the girls are a bit weird. It's got really weird out of nowhere, and I'm not actually fully sure what they're doing. I don't want to say what they're doing because obviously then it's like a spoiler to the plot. It's not written on the back. It's really weird, and we don't actually currently know how they're doing it because I scientifically don't understand how that's possible. Is magic involved? Is that a real thing? I'm really confused right now. Genuinely the last 4 chapters have been really weird. That's all I can say about it so far. So I'm gonna read some more, wait for my lunch to cook. I'm just having like a jacket potato, but again, I don't have a microwave, so I have to have it in the oven for 45 minutes rather than the 5 minutes it would take if I had a microwave. Anyway, okay, it's a lot later in the day now. It's 8:30 nearly, and I have about 90 pages left of Bunny to read, and I was gonna maybe play on my Switch tonight, but I need to know. Listen, I can't, there's not much I can tell you about this book, okay? Because I don't actually know what's happening or what has happened, what's real, what's not real. I'm thoroughly confused, but I have multiple questions that I need to know the answers of. I might not even get the answers of them, to be honest. This book is so weird. I wouldn't really say it's horror-y. I don't know, maybe the bits I've listened to, if I'd read it, it would have hit differently. Because I have listened to more. I did take a break in between reading earlier to do like another round of looking through my wardrobe. I've got like 3 bags next to the sofa here. That's to go at the charity shop. And in a week's time I'm probably going to go through again and just with a fine tooth comb and make sure I've gotten rid of everything. And I've got a couple of things I'm like question marking. So, I had to get my bed cleared because my bed was covered. Thankfully, it is clear, ready for me to go to sleep soon. So I did that, watched a little bit of YouTube. I've had tea, didn't bother showing that because I had the same thing as I had last night. And yeah, I'm just like, I feel like I have listened to probably half of this. Maybe those parts didn't go in as well. I mean, I know what's happened, I know what's happened in the storyline, but there might be some things I've missed because I do tend to find that I don't take in information as well by listening to it. I never have. I'm not an auditory learner. I'm a doer. Like, I learn by doing. So I don't even learn by reading, which is why while I love reading, I will forget everything I've read the minute I've put the book down. I don't know why, it's just my brain is really bad at holding on to memories. No idea why. No idea why. It's really annoying actually because I forget so much. Yeah, I have a lot of questions. I really hope I get some answers, but there is just one thing in particular that I need to know. So I'm gonna binge the next 90 pages of this, and fingers crossed I find out if this thing is a thing. I don't know how to say it because I don't want to spoil anything, but also, like I say, I have no idea what's happened. This book has been a complete acid trip. Probably because I'm fairly sure she was on acid at one point. It's really weird, okay? But also really enjoyable. I've really found this book easy to read, and even last night when I was in bed reading it, I was like, oh yeah, I'll read one more chapter, and then I was like, oh well, I'll read another one, and then oh, I'll read another one, and I kind of have felt like that, even though today I haven't felt very able to sit down and read. I felt a little bit restless, hence why I've listened to it. Yeah, it's very easy to get into, and it's a very, like, there's a lot of information being withheld from you. You still kind of, I don't know, you just follow, you're just there. It's vibes only. Lights are on, no one's home, but I'm enjoying it. That's probably the best way I can describe this experience so far. Is this gonna do what I think it's gonna do? Or I'll be kind of annoyed if it does. So I'm really confused. I'm so confused. I have 20 pages left. I don't actually know what's real currently. I don't know what's happening. I'm so confused. I really don't know. I need to do some research. I'm so confused. Upon further research, I think my initial... Okay, there's two ways you can interpret this book, and I interpret them both ways. There's a very literal way, which is like the story, that's what's happened, which isn't a horror. It kind of got a little bit horror-y in some aspects, but I wouldn't call it a horror. It's got like kind of magical realism fantasy elements, I guess. And then there's another way you can interpret it, which I can't say much about without ruining parts of the book and ruining the experience of the book. So what could I say to... But you could also, based on certain behaviours, interpret a different scenario is what's actually happening. And I'm gonna leave it at that. That's the best way I can describe it. Anyone who's read this might know what I mean. I feel like now I've read other people's interpretations, I feel a lot more like, okay, now I know what happened. But as I was reading it, I was just like, what is going on? I think I'm gonna rate this a 4 stars. I did really enjoy reading it, and I like the fact that there's 2 interpretations of it. I think I'm leading towards the less literal side of it. There's a couple of things I think that's pointing in that direction that, when I think back on it, makes more sense. But I like how there's 2 ways you can interpret it. You can kind of decide for yourself, and the ending's quite open, which I also really enjoy. I think that's a good place to end the video. Just a nice cozy autumnal weekend vlog. We had a nice cozy mate date yesterday, anxiety aside, and it's just been a nice cozy day, getting some bits done. I haven't finished this though, so I might add in a little clip of what this looks like when it's finished now, just because this is also autumnal and Halloweeny to go with the video. I don't know, it's cute. So yes, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!